The latest developments. Mahlatse, just give us an update now as to some of the events that are unfolding this morning and what to expect through the day.
Good morning, Leanne. We had the Zimbabwean Electoral Commission updating those results from the parliamentary race. We know that there are 210 seats up for grabs, but with the constituencies already declared, we are now standing with ZANU-PF at 52 seats, while the MDC has just about 10 seats. And the margins that they were announcing, ZANU-PF claiming many of those constituencies, at times by even more than 2/3. And of course, the focus, as you said, will be on the SADC observer mission and the AU observer mission on their findings of these elections, differing views on whether this was a free and fair election. And for now, we're now joined on the line. We're joined live by Thabani Nyoni, who is the spokesperson for the Crisis Coalition of Zimbabwe, a body representing over 70 civil bodies in the country. Mr. Nyoni, good morning.
Good morning, Mahlatse. How are you?
I'm okay. In the lead up to these elections, you were quite concerned about the processes, especially around the Electoral Act, saying that it was not being respected. It's now elections has come and gone. Do you feel that this was a free and fair election?
We feel that this election was not free, it was not fair, and it was not credible. The reasons are clear for all to see. First of all, the date of the election itself was only confirmed a month before the elections. To make matters worse, it was still contested. The SADC summit in Maputo had declared that the election date be moved because the conditions on the ground did not create confidence that the environment would be conducive for a free, fair and credible election. You will also realize that a number of people yesterday were turned away because, first of all, they were not appearing on the voters' roll because the voters' roll was not yet updated. Those that appeared as well, some of them were turned away because they could only produce slips, and others that produced slips were accepted.
Obviously, not everything was perfect, but indications are that the will of the people was expressed from Wednesday's election.
Well, we feel that the will of the people was not expressed in this election. We feel that the will of the people was not expressed because, first of all, there are constitutional frameworks that should have been followed. First of all, voter registration process was supposed to take 30 days per ward. It took 3 days. A number of people over, I think ZESNI, if you check ZESNI report, it will tell you that over 1 million voters, which is actually a significant third of the people that voted yesterday, did not manage to be part of the voters' roll, despite efforts to do that. And of those that managed to be part of the voters' roll, a significant 450,000 of which were young people were not appearing on the voters' roll. That this does not in any way reflect a process that allows people to be included in the process, to participate and express their will.
For a lot of people disputing the election, a reminder of what happened in 2008. And the question is, where to from now for Zimbabweans?
Like you are saying, the same story like 2008 has come back to haunt us. The same story like 2005 comes back to haunt us. The same story like 2000 and 2002 elections is coming back to haunt us. The narrative in Zimbabwe is that electoral process has betrayed the people of Zimbabwe. It continues to do that. And we expect all political parties, including ZANU-PF, to declare this election a sham and expect answers from the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission.
Obviously, that will not happen, but do you think that this is time for SADC to continue mediating in this crisis?
We feel that SADC has to take a strong position and has to be consistent with their mediation process that clearly laid down the election roadmap. And all those issues that were supposed to be addressed by the election roadmap were not addressed in this election, making the whole exercise of mediation a sham and throwing it out of the window. And we are saying the same conditions that prevailed in 2008, except political violence, were prevailing in 2008.
Strong views there from the Zimbabwean Crisis Coalition. That was Thabani Nyoni, and it's back to you, Leanne, in the studio.
All right, Mahlatse Gallens talking to us from Zimbabwe.